5 years ago, I was building my perfect life, studying molecular biology, working in a lab, trying to get my name on a research paper so that I can, after that, apply to master's degree and then PhD and then postdoc, and eventually, in the deepest of my fantasies, get a Nobel Prize. If anyone here has that kind of ideal plan for their lives, you can raise your hands or anything. Thank you. So that was my ideal plot. And I thought if I keep following it, then everything is going to make sense in my life. Um, but when you live that kind of life, anything that is out of that plan, the ideal plan that you build, seems so wrong. You see other people's lives doing great things, and you might think that that is the right path. But what I have here, I feel like I'm missing something because we're always taught to define the goals, to find the purpose, to visualize our future, as if there is some kind of an imaginary ideal version of your lives that is waiting for you to find it. And here's what I learned is that that kind of version doesn't exist. So one day I woke up at university while working in the lab and doing all of those research things, and I realized I didn't even want that ideal life that I built for myself. I didn't enjoy the process nor the results. I didn't like going to the lab. I didn't even like the research topic that we had. And eventually I realized I didn't want that Nobel Prize anymore. And that perfect plan crashed. Like, literally, I have nothing to do. What is my passion? What is my purpose? Do I have something to work on right now? What should I do? I'm like on my third year of university studying molecular biology. At that time, um, I got an offer. I just thought like, let's stop for a bit, for a couple of months, and think what I can do next. Maybe try to find something. Just do what I'm curious about. Because I used to look at my life like a large experiment, one large experiment, and I thought if anything is clear, only then it might be correct. So I saw my life as an experiment with clear steps, clear methods, clear and predictable outcomes. And now, when my scientist experiment just crashed, I had to design my life again from the scratch. And as I didn't know what I want to do, I stopped doing that and postponed that decision for a couple of months. So I got a job offer to become a social media manager, marketing thing, in the company where I was a math tutor for a couple of years while doing my undergraduate degree. I thought it's gonna be for the summer break and nothing serious, just try because I'm curious, it's interesting. But after that, I was promoted to become a marketer and then the head of marketing department, and I started having questions. Am I a biologist still? Or am I a marketer? Am I a tutor? Who am I? Um, and then uh, that was a very ugly phase and stage of my life, actually. I had no clear vision of where I was going. My mom was terrified. She thought, like, girl, what are you wasting your life for? I brought you up as a potential scientist. You know, you studied abroad, you studied in an elite school, I got an IB diploma, and now I'm walking around the streets and shooting videos promoting something she doesn't understand. Um, but in the end, that was the first time in my life that I wasn't following any plans. And that was so refreshing. I started exploring myself. What do I really like? Because before that, I was ignoring everything that was out of my plan. It seemed meaningless and indeed a waste of time. Like tutoring math, I never took it seriously, honestly. I thought if I'm not working in a research lab, or I'm not talking to a professor, or I'm not in a research conference, then I'm wasting my time and everything. After that, walking around, trying new things, my friend came up to me. He had experience in different EdTech companies. He said, Kamila, do you want to try and start a company? Be a co-founder. Let's start it together. I was like, why not? Let's try. And today, 2 years later, I'm a co-founder and operational director of a large company with 150 employees. That's a lot. I'm still in shock because of that. And the main thing is that it seemed so random. I thought I got lucky. And then I crashed the idea of a life being one large experiment. I realized that life is not one large experiment. It is a set of different small experiments, like trying to be a biologist, trying to teach math, trying myself in marketing and different things, shooting videos, and maybe um, standing here on the stage. And all of those small experiments might not seem clear at the beginning. They might seem really disconnected. Sometimes it will not even make sense to you. But in the end, they might converge into something really, really beautiful and really, really meaningful. So right now, I have a priority in my life to follow my curiosity, still work really hard, and not be afraid of those ugly stages of the life that I can face further. Because right now, even right now, I have a lot of small experiments going on. Recently, I tried being a commercial director, didn't work out at all. Now I'm an operational director. We'll see how it's going to work out or not. And you don't have to know what your life will be after 5 years or 10 years, like HRs like to ask. You don't have to know that. It's okay if you have no idea about that. And please don't stop working and trying, even though you don't have that ideal image of your life or maybe the light at the end of the tunnel. It's not where we are going. So we should collect different small experiments, not stress things out. And if something right now is not going well in your life, just try to take a moment and think, what if this is bringing you to somewhere really different, but that's going to be much more beautiful than what you planned ahead? Sometimes mess is a proof that you're actually building something really, really beautiful. Let's not forget that. Thank you.